More than 200 different types of thistles exist, and several different varieties are found in Scotland, anything from the milk thistle to the cotton thistle. But what makes this plant so endearing to Scottish culture, and even having an order around it? Let's explore why. So centuries before it was used as a royal symbol of Scotland, legend has it that the thistle played a crucial part in warning some Scottish clansmen of approaching invaders. In the late summer of 1263, King Haakon of Norway set sail with a fleet of longships heading for Scotland. This was in response to a dispute between Scotland and Norway over the Hebrides off the western coast of the Scottish mainland. Much of Scotland was under Norwegian rule for many centuries prior, and while interest in the territories waned over time, there was now a renewed interest by Norway. As the story goes, storms forced a subset of the Norwegian fleet to land at Largs in Ayrshire, bringing some of the Norwegian fleet ashore. At nightfall, it's said the invading Norsemen attempted a sneak attack upon some sleeping Scottish clansmen. To maintain the element of surprise, the Norsemen removed their footwear to quietly approach for an attack. As the barefoot Norsemen approached, they entered an area covered in thistles. While being cautious with their approach, one of them stepped on a thistle and cried out in pain. The Scots awoke and put an end to the invasion. A little over 200 years later, in 1470, the thistle was adopted as a royal symbol of Scotland, and it was used on silver coins under the rule of King James III. In the 16th century, the Order of the Thistle was founded by King James V for himself and 12 knights. The order was later revived by King James VII and II. These dual titles were a result of the inheritance of the thrones of England and Ireland as James II and Scotland as James VII from his elder brother, Charles II. In 1687, as a recognition to peers of Scotland who supported him, King James VII re-established the order, consisting of himself and 8 knights. This particular version of the order was short-lived, much like the reign of James VII after he re-established it, having been deposed by his daughter and William of Orange during the Glorious Revolution of 1688. The order was resurrected in 1703 by Queen Anne. As with the monarchs before her, she replicated the version of King James V's order with 12 knights. This structure remained intact until 1827 when the knights were expanded to 16 under King George IV. There were extra knights who were also admitted to the order, comprising of other foreign monarchs and members of their houses. The sovereign of the order historically performed the selection process of membership, but the changing political climate in the early 18th century began to take input from the government. By 1946, the selection process was modified by King George VI, and the membership was awarded as a personal gift from the sovereign of the order. Membership for women, aside from the ruling queen, was prohibited until Queen Elizabeth II allowed their membership on a regular basis.